A lot of people believe that their own suffering, and especially very demonstrative suffering, is going to legitimize their success in the eyes of other people. So let's talk about the cult of suffering. Okay, guys, here's the thing. I made some videos in the past as well talking about how a lot of people are used to suffering and they're used to believing that you have to go through incredible hardships in order to earn success, and specifically in order to solidify that success in the eyes of other people, in order to legitimize that success, in order to make other people see that you are worthy of that success or whatever it is. You have to go through some hardships, and you have to really, really struggle, and they really need to know how much you struggled, right? Because what is success if you did not put your whole life for it, right? If you did not struggle incredibly for it, if you did not suffer, if you did not spend sleepless nights working on something or going through something, what is even the point? There always has to be a price. But is that actually the case though? The short answer is no. That's not the case whatsoever. And that is why I labeled this video the cult of suffering, because it truly is a cult. This is very, very unhealthy, and it's very, very weird behavior, And a lot of the times we actually learn that from our families or from our immediate circle, basically, that you really have to prove that you are worthy of success, of love, of wealth, of good health, whatever it is. If you really, really earn it, you have to earn it, basically, you have to earn it. And the price is your maybe health, maybe your happiness, like happiness most of the times, really, I feel like. And the truth is that you are actually going to get what you want much sooner and much easier if you remove the element of suffering altogether, because you're going to remove the element of friction that you completely, absolutely don't need whatsoever. And here's the thing, there's a difference between pain and suffering. These are completely different things. Pain is something that happens to you. You don't always have control of that. But the suffering is something that you inflict upon yourself. And that is something that you are kind of, in a lot more control of, basically, right? You can choose to suffer. You can also choose to not suffer unnecessarily, longer than it needs to be done, I guess. And another thing about suffering is that it can be very dangerous, because you can carry it forward in your life. You can get so used to it that you carry it forward and it becomes a habit, and suffering becomes something habitual that you just do because that is what you're used to. And that is something that personally is like, it really resonates with me, this message. I heard some people talk about this, and I really wanted to talk about this also to contribute to the conversation, because I definitely used to believe that you have to earn your success. You have to earn the good things, and you have to really suffer and struggle through it. And I have come to realize that that is actually not the case at all. That actually makes it harder. That makes your life harder in the process. You can still do all the steps that need to be taken towards your goal, towards your desire, whatever it is, but you do not have to necessarily put yourself in the state of insane anxiety and make your own life living hell because something that you want is difficult to achieve. The thing is that anything worthy of achieving, so to say, is going to be incredibly difficult a lot of the times. Not always, actually, by the way, but that's a whole other conversation, right? The thing is that you do not have to hurt yourself in the process. Things are going to be happening externally because they always do. You are actually in control of how you behave. You are actually in control of how you're going to act about certain things. And suffering is, I truly believe, is an act. Like, it is a form of action, and you can choose to remove that. You can feel the pain and you can let that go. You can feel the pain and you can do something with it. You can alchemize the pain to action. You can alchemize the pain into action. You can turn it into art. You can turn it into work. You can turn it into some kind of passion project, into, helping someone, or someone you don't know. Doesn't really matter. People will always find something to criticize you about. That is very, very important to keep in mind in case you are actually trying to prove something to other people. Listen, I made videos in the past talking about how it absolutely makes no sense and how it is an absolute waste of time trying to prove something to people who are committed to misunderstanding you or committed to just like blatantly disliking you or like hating you. You know what I mean? If people don't like you, there's absolutely kind of nothing you can do about that. And the best course of action is just letting it go and focusing on your own life and your goals and what makes you happy. So making your own life living hell because you want other people to like you is actually diabolical. Like it makes so little sense. It makes no sense at all. It benefits no one. It maybe like entertains people who don't like you, but that is kind of it. Like, please stop, basically. A very, very important thing to remember when you are working towards something is that as important as your goals are, as important as the steps towards those goals are, it is also equally as important to make time for your peace of mind, to make time to take care of your inner world and to take care of your mental health, okay? To take care of your own peace, to take care of your own heart, your mind, your soul, your body as well, you know, all those things. And you have got to focus on the two because when you are feeling good, when you are actually, fueling yourself, when you are feeding yourself right, when you are contributing to your own mental health and to your own health overall, to your own peace of mind, when you're nourishing that and keeping that intact, you are only making yourself more prosperous in the future. You're only making it easier for yourself to move forward towards whatever it is that you want. You don't have to prove anything to other people. I understand that lots of people actually know that, but there's still this inherent need sometimes to like show to other people because they are so quick to dismiss you, because they're so quick to devalue your achievements. And that, oh my God, that did happen to me, especially when I was growing up and I was much younger. It did happen to me because I was not very loud and I did not complain about the things that were, happening to me or like my own circumstances or my experiences. I did not talk about those things to a lot of people. Those things were kept very, very private, just within my nuclear family, basically. They were not really discussed anywhere else, right? And there were people who were so quick to dismiss any of my achievements because to them it appeared that it happened easily. It appeared that it happened, without any friction, without any tension, without any hard work put into it, even though there was so much hard work, sweat, and tears put into it. But they would never know because I did not have a habit of complaining about it and like making it everyone's problem or like everyone's like news, I guess, and a point of discussion, I guess I want to say. So, and I do, by the way, really strongly suggest that you do the same. I strongly suggest that you do not share what you're struggling with the people who you think might not have your best interest in mind. Please take that seriously, okay? Generally, I always recommend that you like audit your surroundings and like the people around you, people who have access to you, and very carefully choose what you share with different people. But like if you know there's someone who doesn't have your best interest in mind, I kind of like don't suggest you keep them in your circle to begin with, because what is even the point? What is exactly the point? You can't share the good news with them because they won't be happy for you. You can't share the struggles with them because even though they might be very supportive in the moment, you do not want to fuel that jealousy further when you step into the successful era of your life, because that's just going to make them even more upset. It's like, it's even, I feel like kind of pointless even talking about this, but at the same time, there's still so many people who seek validation from people who don't even deserve access to them to begin with. Do you know what I'm saying? And that makes me really upset and really frustrated because I've been through that, and I wanted to learn from my experience and from experience of other people. Do not overshare with people who don't like you. Basically, that's the shortcut, because those are the types of people who also like often expect you to suffer. These are the people who suffer, and these are the people who expect you to suffer also. Okay. And the more success you get, the more you're supposed to suffer as well, to prove you know to prove your worth, I guess. So yeah, I will attach some really helpful videos in the description box below. Please check them out, because I do talk about people like this in great detail, truly, and I'm really proud of those videos. So please check them out. They're going to be really helpful. But please remember also that there is no reward for suffering. There is literally no reward for suffering. You do not get any extra points in any way, shape, or form for more suffering and for more struggling, for like cultivating that struggle, for like trying to prove how worthy you are and how great you are because of how much you suffered. That is only making you weaker. That only distracts you from your goals. It only distracts you from your own peace of mind, distracts you from your hobbies, distracts you from the people who actually love you, distracts you from the beautiful world around you. Okay, from the beauty in the world. There's a bunch of horrendous shit happening in the world, okay? But there is always beauty in the world, and you can't see it when you're trying to prove something to other people. When they're not seeing it, they're not going to see it. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, so anyways, please don't forget to prioritize your peace of mind regardless of any of your goals. Okay, please watch my video about my goals and dreams in my 2025 and how that went, and how my reflections on the year and on some of my goals. Basically, I do talk about this is a very personal experience, and it has to do with this topic, okay, as well. Please remember to take care of yourself, and please remember that no goal is worth it if you have to sell your soul for it, if you have to sell your peace of mind for it, if you have to sacrifice everything, if you have to sacrifice the things you love, if you have to sacrifice your sleep, your peace. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? It is possible to get the things that you want while staying sane and while taking care of yourself. So please, please, please don't ever forget to take care of yourself, and don't let ever anyone to convince you that you have to struggle incredibly hard in order to achieve something that's worth it. That is not the truth. That is just further cultivation of suffering. It's cult of suffering. It's cult of suffering. Please exit this ridiculous cult. Please, I beg you. It's not worth it. It's stupid and ridiculous. It's only distracting you from the good things. Okay? Anyways, you guys, thank you so very much for watching this video. I really hope you liked it. I really hope it was helpful as well. Please like and share with someone who you might think might benefit from it. Please leave me a comment, share your thoughts in the comments down below, and please subscribe to my channel. It will help me a lot, and I will see you in the next one.